Hi children, welcome to grade 6 English and this is our session 4 in chapter number 5, The Last Leaf. And before getting into our session, let's recap the story. Children, this story is about two young women, Sue from Maine and Johnsy from California. And they both were very good friends and they stayed together in the third floor of a building in Greenwich Village. They both met at a restaurant on 8th Street and they both had many similarities among themselves in everything and they both were artists. So they decided to stay together and work together. And Johnsy was suffering from severe pneumonia. And after that, she lost her trust in getting well from that illness. After seeing a tree with few leaves on it through her window next to her building, she thought that when the last leaf of that particular tree falls down, she also would go along with that too. And Sue was very much sad and in despair to make Johnsy feel good and get recovered from her illness. And with the help of an old man in that same building named Berman, how Johnsy recovered from her illness and how he helped her by sacrificing his own life. And that is what the story tells us about. The moral of the story is even if we have to face bad things in our life, we should always help our loved ones. And it is true that a real friend is one who helps you in need. And also, the leaf is a symbol of despair initially in the story, and at the end of the story, it turns into a symbol of hope. Belief is a powerful agent of change, and life is very precious, and faith and hope should never be lost. Okay, and these are few lessons we have learned from this beautiful story, The Last Leaf. And now we are moving on to our concept connection for chapter number 5. And before getting into it, let's do an activity. Children, you have to find out 5 sentences each, okay, from the story in present tense, past tense, and future tense. Read the story carefully and pick up 5 sentences in present tense, past tense, and future tense and write in your English note. Okay. After completing this activity, you can post it in grade 6 English Google Classroom. Children, now we are going to learn the concept connection. Yes, and I hope you all guessed, right? What we are going to learn today. And now let us read the conversation between aliens and Robonorm in concept book page number 60. Astridac, what a super story! Ultimately, the masterpiece was indeed brilliant. Iffidac, it brings in a lump to my throat to hear about the old man making such a sacrifice. Astridac, people used to help each other in the past. They still help each other. Human beings will always remain social and loving beings. Robona, your sentence sounds like a lesson in tenses. Clonida, you have got it right, Robonon. Just like being social and loving is an essential characteristic in human beings, no language is complete without tenses. So, let us read about them. Okay, today we are going to learn about tenses. Yeah. A tense is the form of verb that is used to express the time of an action. Okay, we can divide time into 3 different periods: present, past, and future. And we can categorize the 3 tenses according to the way an action is described by the verb. The action of the verb can be simple. Simple means indefinite. It will not give you any clear meaning whether the particular action is completed or not. Continuous, that is progressive, and from this we can know that the action is continuing, that is in progress. Okay, either it is in present, past, or future. And next one is perfect. Perfect means completed. The action gets completed. It is either in past, present or future. Okay, and now we are going to learn more about tenses. First one is the simple tense. The three indefinite tenses or simple tenses describe an action but do not state whether the action is finished or complete. Okay, it will not tell you whether the action gets completed or not. Okay, the simple past tense. The simple past tense indicates an action that happened in the past. It is expressed by using the past form or the second form of the verb. The simple past tense refers to an action that occurred at a specific time in the past. Okay, an action that occurred at a specific time in the past. For example, I went to the market yesterday. Samit took the dog for a walk in the afternoon. Okay, and a past status. Okay, a past status of a particular action. Sheetal sat on the sofa. Rogan won an award. Okay, and third one is we form the simple past tense of a verb by adding ed to the present form of a regular verb. When you are adding ed to the regular verb, it will change it into its past form. For example, he worked hard to achieve his goals. Neha answered all the questions correctly. Okay, are you all clear about this simple past tense, children? Yeah. And next one is the simple present tense. The simple present tense expresses a general action. It also expresses an action that happens all the time or is a routine. When an action happens each and every day, that it is a regular activity that is happening. Okay, we can express it in simple present tense. It follows the rule of subject plus first form of the verb. Okay, when the verb is before singular noun. Okay, singular noun or singular pronoun, we will be adding s or es to the verb. For example, Radhika and Govind live in New York City. Imran runs for half an hour every day. Okay, are you all clear, children? And next one is the simple future tense. The simple future tense expresses an action that is likely to happen in the future. It uses will or shall with the base form of the verb. It follows the rule subject plus will or shall plus verb. For example, Madhvi will join her hands for the wedding ceremony. We shall reach Leh on 15th September. Okay, it tells about action that is happening in future or going to happen in future. And next one is continuous tense. The continuous tense, it indicates an action that is going on. That is going on or in progress. Okay, or in continuous. That we call it as continuous. The continuous tense is formed by adding ing to the base form of the verb. Okay, verb plus ing. First one is the past continuous tense. The past continuous tense indicates an action that was going on for some time in the past. Okay, and it follows the rule was or were plus first form of the verb plus ing. I was watching television when she called. I saw her yesterday. She was staring out of the window. It indicates an action that was going on for some time. Okay, and you can, however, talk of an action at a specific time. Last night at 8 p.m. I was eating dinner. It also will tell you about a specific time in which an action happened. And next one is the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to talk about activities or actions happening in the present. That is continuing or in progress in the present. Okay, it follows the rule of am, is, are plus first form of the verb plus ing. For example, I am sitting down because I am tired. Who are you writing to? I hope you are clear. Yes, children, the action that is continuing in the present. Okay, that is the present continuous tense. And the next one is the future continuous tense. The future continuous tense indicates continuing action, something that will be happening or will be going to happen at some point in the future. Okay, and it is formed by using the rule will be plus first form of the verb plus ing. And for example, I will be staying with my friends during the summer. He will be staying with his friends during the summer. Okay, and this form does not change regardless of the subject. It is the same for I, you, he, she, it, and they. Whatever we use, okay, as a subject, the same form for everything. Okay, it may be I, you, he, she, it, and they. What will come in the future continuous tense? What is the rule? Will be plus first form of the verb plus ing. And the next one is the perfect tense. Children, we have learned simple tense and continuous tense, right? Yeah, and now we are going to learn about the perfect tense. The perfect tense indicates an action that has been completed in the present time or in the past or will be completed in the future. Okay, this tense is formed with helping verb. What is the helping verb? Has or have. That is in the present. Had. That is in the past. Will have. That is in the future. Okay. Plus third form of the main verb. Clear, children? Okay. First one is the past perfect tense. We use the past perfect tense to make it clear that an action was completed before another action in the past. The tense is formed with subject plus helping verb, that is had. Okay, for past perfect we will be using had. Okay, plus third form of verb. When I arrived home, Snake had left. At last the doorbell rang. I had been waiting since breakfast. Okay, yeah. And next one is the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to talk about an action from the past which is true in the present time. Okay, the action from the past but which is true in the present time. Okay, and it is formed with subject plus helping verb. What is the helping verb we have to use in present? Has or have plus third form of the verb. For example, somebody has parked a car in front of the gate. I have been to the gateway of India. And next one is the future perfect tense. The future perfect tense indicates an action which will take place before another action in the future. It will take place before another action in the future. The future perfect tense is formed with subject plus helping verb. What is the helping verb we have to use in future perfect? Will have plus third form of the verb. The train will have left when you arrive. I will have arrived at office by 8 a.m. Okay, the future perfect tense indicates an action which will take place before another action in the future. Okay, and the future perfect tense is formed with subject plus helping verb. What is the helping verb? Will have plus third form of the verb. Clear, children? Are you all clear about these tenses? Okay, we have seen three different tenses. One is simple tense. In simple tense, the action will not be definite. That is, we will not able to be clear about when the particular action happened. Okay, and next one is continuous tense. Continuous tense is an action that is continuing in the present, past, or future. And perfect. Perfect tense is the action that is completed. It is either in past, present, or future. Okay, children? And in simple tense, we have learned simple present, simple past, and simple future. And in continuous tense, we have learned present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous. And in perfect tense, we have learned past perfect, present perfect and future perfect tense. Children, read the concept connection thoroughly and read when we have to use that particular tense. Okay, so you should be very clear about all the different types of tenses. Okay, you refer the examples and you practice well in your English note. And let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. Read chapter 5 concept connection tenses thoroughly in concept book page number 60, 61, 62 and 63. Children, read the concept connection thoroughly and also the rules to form that particular tense. Okay, you can practice in your English note and you can make different tenses with the help of that rule and you can practice. Okay, children, and if you practice only, you will be very clear about the tenses and when you should use that particular tense. Clear? Yeah. And now in your concept book, page number 63, practice zone 2. First question, rewrite the following sentences given in present perfect tense in the past perfect tense. Rewrite the following sentences given in present perfect tense. You have to write it in present perfect tense and they have given in the past perfect tense. You have to change it into present perfect tense. Read the concept connection and also the rule, that is the form of that particular tense, and you can implement in this question. Okay, and second one, fill in the blanks using the correct form of the verbs given in the brackets, and based on the sentences you have to use the correct form of verb in the blanks. And third one, write a short paragraph on a hobby or sport that you really liked in the past. You have to write a short paragraph on a hobby or a sport that you really liked in the past, and what you are doing to pursue that hobby in the present, and what you are going to do or what steps you are going to take to continue that hobby in the present. Okay, and also how following the hobby or sport will affect in the future. When you are practicing that hobby or sport now, how it will affect in your future, that also you should include in that paragraph. Okay, you should write about a hobby or sport that you liked in the past and what you will do or what you are doing now to implement that particular hobby or sport in the present, and when you are practicing that now, how it will affect in your future life, that also you have to include. You have to write it as a paragraph. Okay, children, clear? Okay, after completing your homework, post it in grade 6 English Google Classroom. Children, stay home and stay safe. Drink more water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, don't use mobile phones and television often. Clear, children? Yeah. Thank you so much, children.